Hello and welcome to Comic Haul Wednesday. I'm Jason and this is my weekly haul video where I give you a preview of the books that will be coming up in my review video on Friday, show you the books that I've picked up, but also talk a bit about them, about what I'm expecting, what books I've been enjoying, and yeah, just my overall feelings on the books I've picked up thus far. So yeah, first off, this week I'm feeling a bit adventurous this week. I want to kind of spice things up, so I'm going to do them in a different order this week. So instead of like always being like DC first, we're going to give Marvel first dibs. So we're going with Marvel, and my first Marvel book this week is Age of Ultron, book 8. I've been enjoying this book. I haven't heard a whole lot of love for it. There are a few people that I've heard say they've liked it, and I've been enjoying it. It hasn't blown me away. It's nowhere near like a Saga or a Daredevil, but it's been a fun book. I've always really enjoyed time travel or alternate reality kind of stories, alternate timelines and stuff. You know, kind of what if stories. So I've been enjoying this. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to finish it off. We've got 2 issues left, and I just don't have a clue if they're going to finish it off. But I've been enjoying it, and I'm really intrigued to see what happens this issue. Next up is a book I picked up. This came out last week, and I picked it up. I watched Scott Grady's reviews, and he mentioned this book being really good, so I thought I'd give it a go. It is Avenging Spider-Man, issue number 20. Looking at the creative team, you know, you've got Yost. What's his first name? Christopher Yost, who I remember he wrote X-Force when it was the team of like Wolverine, Warpath, Angel, and Wolfsbane. So yeah, I liked his run on that, and I think he's written quite a bit of the animated stuff that Marvel have done. And then you've got the artist Marco Checchetto, who he did Punisher, and I loved his run on Greg Rucka's Punisher, and I loved his art in that, and I'm really intrigued to see him draw some other heroes. You know, plus I really like Spider-Man, so it was like a win-win. My only slight gripe with this is I don't really understand why it's $3.99. You think it's the lesser of the 2 Spider-Man books, and you'd think they'd try to encourage as many people as possible to pick this up. So you think it'd be a $2.99 book. I really would love to understand sometimes how to decide which books are going to be $3.99 and which books are going to be $2.99. Because certainly this is one of those books I think would have really benefited if it'd been $1 less, and maybe enticed and a few more people in picking it up. But wasn't there? I always wonder how they decide. But hey, but yeah, hopefully I'm going to enjoy this. I'm sure, you know, Scott Grady's reviews are usually spot on, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. Next up we got Iron Man, issue number 10. Really been enjoying this book. Last issue we had Dale Eaglesham on art, which I really liked his art. I think Kieran Gillen's story has been getting better and better. The big reveal at the end of last issue was brilliant, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I always get slightly nervous when they say they're going to mess with somebody's origin, but I'm kind of thinking probably all they do here is that his genius is come from alien technology, that he was genetically engineered to be a genius. I think they might do, and that's why he could build a suit of armor in a cave with just basic tools, and why he can create a suit of armor that has a limited supply of oxygen and a limited supply of energy, and could travel fast enough to travel out of our solar system, out of our galaxy, into other galaxies, and despite there not being that much of the armor, it has enough shielding in there to stop him being, you know, totally smashed to smithereens for travelling at those speeds, when on Earth, even in the 616 universe, we can't travel outside of our own galaxy yet. So yeah, I think that's going to explain all that. That's why we used a genius. But I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm enjoying this one. It's getting better. It's definitely worth giving another look if you didn't really like the Greg Land art. If you pick this one up, yeah, it's definitely worth giving a look to see how you feel about it now. Then we have Wolverine and the X-Men, issue 29, and we get to go to the future, and I always love books with future in them, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this issue. Doug did mention a few issues back that he'd been to the future, and he'd seen the school, and he'd seen the mess Wolverine makes of it, and of the kids, so yeah, it's going to be intriguing to see a glimpse of the future. Then next up we have X Factor, issue number 256. It's the finale of Hell on Earth War. That cover right off, I'm going to tell you right now, is going to be my cover of the week. I really love that cover. When I looked at all the books I was going to get this week, and that was the cover that instantly sort of stood out. And yeah, it's a fantastic cover. Really like that cover. The story has been brilliant. The book is always brilliant. I like how the whole Hell on Earth War was started off really epic, but then it kind of came back down to being about personalities and about characters. So I loved how he's done that. And the thing that Peter David also does really well is he builds on like previous issues, and the story continually builds on the past. But he does it in such a way that it's not, it doesn't exclude new readers. You can pick this book as a new reader and you'll get enough of the story. Yes, some of the stuff you might miss, but you'll get enough of the story to enjoy it and to understand it. And I think that's a fantastic ability to be able to have, to be able to write one story but have it be for like two audiences. But yeah, this is a really good book. Sad it's going to finish, but really looking forward to seeing the journey we're going to take to that final issue. As I mentioned, I'm feeling a bit adventurous this week. I read an article on Comic Vine about how, you know, maybe go outside your comfort zone, try a different book that maybe you've not read before. And so I looked, and that really thought, I looked at my money. I could afford to pick one more book up this week. So I thought, you know, yeah, I'm going to do that. That sounds like, you know, it sounds like it could be fun. So I looked through all the books that are coming out this week, and two caught my eye. The first one by Dynamite, which was Battlestar Galactica. I thought, well, that's not really going outside my comfort zone. I know Battlestar Galactica, I've watched it, so that's not really trying something new. So I went with this other book from Dark Horse Comic, and it is BPRD, Hell on Earth, issue number 107. It's part one of a 3-part story. I really liked the look of this, and it really got my attention. For those of you who are wondering what BRP stands for, it stands for the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. It's a spin-off from Hellboy, so there must be the organisation that found Hellboy in that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. It looks an interesting book. Have no idea what this one's about, but yeah, this is me being adventurous, so I'm looking forward to seeing what I think of that one. Then next up we have Batwoman, issue number 20. Again, another really good cover on this book, and they do some really great covers all the way through the run on this book. They have done some great covers. I don't know too much about J.H. Williams III and Haden Blackman as writers and how much experience they have, but I certainly think as this book has gone on that their writing has improved. I thought some of the earlier issues I did get quite lost and didn't really have an idea of what was going on. But I think as the book's gone on, the stories got better and got tighter, and this has now moved up to my reading list every week, and it's a book that I actually really look forward to. Batwoman, she's been blackmailed by the DEO into working for them. They've got stuff on her dad, and her dad could go to prison. But she's not fully cooperating. She's doing the missions they want, but not in the way that they want, and not cooperating with their orders as they would like. So they've got this second big thing that they can blackmail her with, but so they ask Batwoman to get Batman's secret identity. She refuses, so they revealed this second thing they've got to blackmail her with now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing which way Kate's going to go, because I think she was beginning to crack. I think, you know, there's only so long a character like Batwoman is going to take being blackmailed before she sort of hits the wall and says, no, I'm not going to take this no more, and fights back. And I think the DEO kind of knew this, so they've got this new thing on her, and yeah, I'm really intrigued to see which way she's going to go. Really enjoying this book, and yeah, it's working its way up my reading list every month. Another book, Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 20, and I'm telling you, what is going on in here is just as big to the characters in this book as what's happening to Peter Parker is in Superior Spider-Man. I admire the set of balls on James Tynion to write this story. It's really taking the book in an interesting direction. It's the kind of direction that it's either going to go really well and create loads of really great stories, or it's going to kill the book and kill the character. So I'm interested to see which way it's going to go, because I like the characters of this book and I want it to be a good book. So I'm curious to see how it goes. The art, once again, Julius Gomez does the art, and I've not heard of this artist, but for second month running, I've really been impressed with the artwork that he does here, and he's certainly someone I'll look out for in future. And finally this week we have Wonder Woman issue number 20. I've recently read all the back issues of this. I'm up to date now. Really enjoying the story. It's a bit different to what the other hero books DC are doing. It's kind of like Dallas, but instead of the Ewings, it's like Dallas with the gods of Olympus, you know, where they're each plotting over each other to sort of become, you know, to take Zeus's place, because Zeus has disappeared, so like they all want to take his place. But meanwhile, Wonder Woman, she always thought she was made of clay and she was made real, because the whole story was that her mum wanted a child so much, but she was an Amazon, so there's no men there, so she made this child out of clay and the gods made her real. And so that was how Wonder Woman was born. But Wonder Woman sort of finds out, it gets revealed that her mum actually had an affair with Zeus. So as Wonder Woman storms off, really angry at her mum for lying to her for all these years, some pretty hurtful things. Hera comes and extracts her revenge. Wonder Woman decides, you know what, I really feel sorry, I'm going to go back. She goes back, but it's too late. All the Amazons have been turned into snakes. And Wonder Woman's mom has been turned into clay, so Wonder Woman can't take back the words, you know, that she said, because like Wonder Woman's realised all her life she just wanted to be of her mom's bloodline, and now she is. So like Wonder Woman, you know, wants to take back what she said, but it's too late. So Wonder Woman's guarding this baby, that Zola, who has had this affair with Zeus as well. Zeus is a pretty horny fella. He has a lot of affairs that produce a lot of children. And Zola, I like Zola as a character. You look at a character like Clint Barton, he's a bit of a slut. He sleeps around so much. But for men, if that's okay, it's okay for men to sleep around. But there's still a bit of a taboo for women. And what I really like is Zola. In Zola, she's a woman, she likes sex. And she'll have sex with random guys. But the book doesn't judge her for that. That's just part of who she is. Just like with Clint Barton, he's womanizing, he's just part of who he is, and it doesn't get sort of commented on or judged about. And so I like how Zola's been written. There's like a funny scene in one of the issues where she's talking with someone, I think it's Hermes, the messenger of the gods, and he's saying Zeus usually sort of changes himself into an image that is desirable to whatever woman he's seducing. What did he come to you as? And so Zola sort of thinks about it, and she says, wow, he could have been the truck driver, or he could have been the singer, or he could have been the mechanic, you know. And she's, oh, I really hope he was the singer, because she's had that many blokes, she doesn't know which one it could have been, and which it was a funny scene, but also really sums up her character. She's a nice character, she's a lovely person, she just likes sex a lot. And anyway, so she's got a son now, and there's this whole prophecy that her son, the last son of Zeus, is going to be get the throne of the gods by killing a god to get the throne. So Apollo took his father's place, and he sort of like wants to eliminate this baby so that prophecy don't come true. Other people want the throne, so there's a lot of plotting and stuff. So Wonder Woman's trying to protect Zola and the baby, and she's put this group of characters together. But it's a lot of drama, very much like kind of like Dallas kind of drama going on in here. But I like that. It's got a totally different feel to what anything else I've been reading from DC. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and definitely one I'm going to keep checking out. And as always, every month they do some really nice covers. I like that cover once again, and it's an interesting take on Wonder Woman. So yeah, that's me. I've gambled on enough now. That's me. That's my books for this week. I will be back on Friday with my review video. I'm up to 90 subscribers now. Thank you very much to everybody who's been subscribing. Never ever thought I'd get to 90, so that's fantastic. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. We all like to know we're appreciated, and it's so great to see people have enjoyed my videos enough to take the time just to give me a thumbs up. So please, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos and see me yamble on, please feel free to subscribe. Always great to have more subscribers. I think that's everything. Like I say, I'll be back on Friday. Thank you as always for watching. I've been Jason Ardron. This has been Comic Haul Wednesday. Bye for now.